Hello, everyone, and welcome to Oils and Hormones. Woo-hoo, so exciting! Yay! Woo-hoo. And I am teaching with my sweet, sweet friend and stepmother Grace Taylor Myers, and we cannot wait to share all of these awesome information with you. So let me share my screen and we will get started. Okay, so it is our passion to love well by educating and empowering you to be your own wellness advocate, equipping you with powerful solutions for a radical life change. That is our mission, 100%. I first want to start off by saying, just to let you know that Grace nor myself are doctors and we don't play any on TV. Even though you may have seen us on TV, I mean, we look super famous, but we're not doctors. And so everything we say in this class, they're our stories. And this is what works for us. And we're not making any claims of healing or the oils are going to fix all your problems. This is just our stories, right, Grace?
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Jessica Pease, and I am a senior star with Young Living. I started in May of 2020, and it was like the best year ever to start living my best life, right? But I started because God gifted us a micro preemie baby. And I knew that we were going to have to make some major changes in our life and our cleaning lifestyle. And I just really, we had to make some changes in regards to our health. And because he was on the ventilator for so long, he already had lung disease. And so anything that was in our environment at home could, cause more damage and could just cause further issues. And I wanted to set him up for success and not, of course, cause any more problems. So I'm so thankful for Young Living. My eyes have been opened in so many ways to my health and my wellness and making choices that are right for me and my family and not apologizing for them. And it is so empowering. And Young Living is so much more than just oils. And I'm just very honored to be on this journey. It is such a privilege. And so I'm going to introduce Grace. Go ahead, Grace, and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Grace Taylor Myers, and I am a star. Started with Young Living, I think, sometime late last year when Jessica's dad, who happens to be my husband, introduced me to the oils. Not necessarily to the business opportunity, but to the oils. And then I got excited about using them, especially at nights before I go to bed. That's my last duty or last thing that I do at nights. I have to have a diffuser going with my favorite oils. And also too, oils are very important to me as a counselor because I'm always interested in helping persons to deal with their emotions. And I'm very excited about delving into that whole aspect of oils and the emotions. I know we're not doing that tonight. We're doing hormones, but it's all linked.
Yes.
So I'm very excited to be sharing with you tonight. We were at that wonderful retreat 2 weeks ago, and we're really excited about continuing on this journey with Young Living.
Absolutely.
So that's my story.
Thanks for sharing. Okay, so you guys, on average, We as women put on 515 chemicals per day. Okay, it is awful. It takes 26 seconds um, for the chemicals in our products to hit our bloodstream, whether they're good or bad. And it takes 26 seconds when it's applied to the skin, and it only takes 3 seconds when it's inhaled. And that's good or bad chemicals. I don't think there's good chemicals. Go ahead, Grace.
Okay, I don't know if we all know about bioaccumulation, which is really the buildup of toxins over time. And if you remember the bucket analogy, you keep adding something and keep adding, and then there are things that will, the poisonous stuff, the things that keep going into your body. It all gets settled, that's like in a bucket where things would settle at the bottom of the bucket over a period of time. When we keep ingesting these things, we smell them or whatever that we use the products on our skin, it accumulates over time. So your body becomes overly stressed. And so you're going to have overflowing buckets because you have all of these toxins. Today, I was in the store and just walked down an aisle with all kinds of cosmetics. And I was like, oh my goodness, all of this has so much that is just really not good for our bodies at all. It accumulates over time and it's bound to have effects on us, or negative effects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
80% of the 10,500 ingredients used in personal care products have never actually been adequately tested for safety. In 1938 was the last time Congress passed legislation regulating the ingredients in our products. So all of those cosmetic products that we see, all the products that we use every day, cleaning supplies, everything that we use, they haven't adequately been tested. So synthetic fragrance. Go ahead, Grace. Tell me all about the synthetic fragrance.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything that we can use that doesn't have in our house these days. All the perfumes, the body sprays, the things that we use to clean our house, the air fresheners, all of those have synthetic fragrance, and that is definitely a frequent offender in disrupting the endocrine system and affecting our hormones. And I don't think that people think about that. They just want a nice smell. So a synthetic fragrance is essentially a chemical soup of hundreds of different toxins that companies are not mandated to disclose. And they are considered trade secrets. So sometimes we really don't know what's in these products, but they're not good.
Yeah, totally. Fragrances commonly contain phthalates, and we're going to talk more about phthalates in just a few minutes, but phthalates are chemicals that help the scents last longer. Health risks for phthalates are startling and include cancer, human reproductive and developmental toxicity, kind of like that bucket analogy, bioaccumulation that Grace was talking about, endocrine disruptors, birth defects, and respiratory problems. I'll go ahead and just say this one. They are also linked to a concerning amount of health risk. Chemicals used to create a fragrance are linked to asthma triggers, hormone disruptors, neurotoxins, carcinogens, and so many more. And just because a product is labeled a natural fragrance, I mean, we can't be fooled by that because there's no standard criteria for what these words actually mean. I mean, what is a natural fragrance? You can't have a natural fragrance. An orange has a natural smell. It smells very citrusy, but it's not a fragrance. Like, that is just what it is. So so-called natural fragrances can be just as toxic as synthetic fragrances. Oops. So one thing, even in our perfumes, like there are so many fake fragrances are made up of, like Grace said, it's just a chemical soup of suspect ingredients. There's carcinogens, which are cancer causing chemicals, aquatic toxins, these pollute our water and harm marine life, reproductive toxins, hormone disruptors, these disrupt normal hormone activity within humans and marine life. Respiratory toxins, and so many more. So I love to actually make my own perfume with our essential oils, and they smell so good. I mean, every time I go to church, someone is telling me, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good." And I'm like, "I know, girl, thank you so much." But I love using the oils as perfume. Okay, Grace, go ahead.
All right. There are certain toxins that are in our personal care products. I bought a cocoa butter lotion back in Jamaica some time ago, and when I looked at the label, it says parabens and phthalates. I'm like, oh no. So I found another one that we purchased, I think at Walmart here, that says none of that, no parabens, no phthalates. Don't know how true that is. So of course, the toxins in our personal care products disrupt our hormone function. So they mimic estrogen, right? So too much estrogen can trigger an increase in breast cell division and growth of tumors, which is why paraben use has been linked to breast cancer and reproductive issues. And we have parabens, as I said, in lotions, deodorant, shampoos, different things that we use. Phthalates are linked to asthma, obesity, breast cancer, birth defects, developmental issues, decreased fertility, and poor semen quality. So they interfere with the male hormone testosterone. And so there's so many things that we use that contains phthalates, and we just use them without even thinking about it. It's just like it's a part of our lives that we don't need to have.
Yeah, it's really sad because until you know these things, you just live your life like, oh, it's no big deal. I'm just going to go to the store and get blah, 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 blah. And I mean, you know, even our dish soap, like my husband picked up dish soap the other day, and, you know, I had to like go back and explain to him, you know, this is why we don't use these products, because it has sodium lauryl sulfate, right? Like on the second ingredient, it was water and then sodium lauryl sulfate. And I'm like, okay, it's totally fine if you want to give us all these harmful toxins, but we're not doing this anymore. So, I mean, these harmful chemicals are in so many of our everyday products that we really have to be aware and know what ingredients are in our products. So there's also some different grades of oils, and just like with our products, we have to be kind of aware of what oils we're purchasing. Grace and I, and most people on this call, we only trust Young Living. And we're going to tell you why in a little bit. But companies are allowed to label an oil 100% pure if only 5% is actual pure content. So we can't be deceived. An oil can even be labeled therapeutic grade and have fillers or synthetics inside of it. There's different grades of oils. There's recreational, there's aromatherapy oils, there's therapeutic oils. Young Living's oils are prime, just above the standard of oils, and that is why they work, and that is why we trust them. Dr. Gary Young, he is the founder of Young Living, and he says that I never make a product for a profit. He only makes it for a purpose. And I really believe that. Go ahead, Grace.
Okay, so how do oils actually work? Recently, I heard somebody say, so you're just going to put that oil on and it's just going to be like a magic. Yes, like how do oils really work? It's interesting that I have been doing some work with a youngster who's doing human and social biology. It's
Mm,
really exciting because I'm getting to study about the body and look at the respiratory system and everybody's system and even the endocrine system. So today I was reading from the notes that I'm doing with him about the system. So it's good to really know that we can understand how our bodies work and how oils impact our bodies. So tests have shown that oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds when inhaled. And they are found in the bloodstream 26 seconds after they've been topically applied. So our sense of smell is the only sense that's connected to the limbic system of the brain. And the limbic system is a seat of our emotions. That's where our emotions are. So as you see in that diagram there, it talks about the olfactory bulb and the nasal cavity. So it comes in and then it goes into that section of the brain called the limbic system. How long do they last? Now, exposure of essential oils takes place within 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy body. So we have that long period of time for it to really act on our bodies and affect our bodies. And what makes Young Living the best company, the most reliable company when it comes to essential oils is that Young Living delivers to all of us a promise, and we call it the seed to seal. And so it sets Young Living apart. So for the entire process, from the process of the seed being planted right to the seal, and the whole process is just a pure process, right? It is, if as Gary Young says, if you don't know your soil, you don't know your oil. And they're big on ensuring that the soil is pure, all right? And Young Living has a number of things about the company that sets us apart and as the industry leader. For 27 years, this Young Living has been in this business and is the unparalleled leader. And what we produce exceeds organic standards. There are no pesticides, no chemicals, nothing impure. And because the soil has to be chemical free for over 50 years before planting. And of course, plants are harvested by hand and at their peak to ensure that there's pure therapeutic quality. And there's rigorous testing, and of course the farms are corporately owned, and there's some partner farms, and visitors can go and visit the farms. We have the largest selection of single oils and blends on the market. We have over 270 oils. And it says 320 plus lives have been impacted by Gary Young, so many families. And I think in 2020, Young Living was given some awards, 13 company awards. I'm not going to go through everything, but Young Living really is at the top of the game in terms of meeting the needs of persons who believe in the products that they have, like we do. Right, so there's some facts there. It says we welcome and kept over 6 million global members. So amidst the difficulties of 2020, 2020 was an awesome year for Young Living. They have 29 international markets with 33 offices worldwide. I know the US is the largest, has the largest concentration of Young Living offices and stuff, but it's spreading across the world. And we're hoping one day they'll be in Jamaica.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's so cool. And this is why we trust Young Living, right, Grace? Like, this is the reason why we only use Young Living oils. And it's the original company. Like, it is the original oil company. And a lot of our members in our tribe have actually been to the farms, and they have planted I think it's clary sage, or maybe it's lavender. They planted the plants there. And so I don't know, it's above anything that I've ever known. I think it's super cool. Um, so essential oil history. Some of the oldest cultures used essential oils. It's the original medicine, you guys. Oils are mentioned over 1,100 times directly or indirectly in scripture. My friend this week literally sent me a scripture that referred to oils in the Bible. Jesus was given gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Most of us know that. It was only after World War II when essential oils were rediscovered. The science behind their uses grow every single year. Young Living founder Gary Young is the founder of modern day essential oil movement, and he actually brought France's distillation practices to the States. Young Living is the world industry leader, like I said, and it's family owned to this day. One of those awards that Young Living got in 2020 was Mary Young, Gary Young's wife. She won the oh man, I can't remember. I think it was like business, something with business of the year. So I don't know, it's super cool. Like our people are winning awards. I think it's super awesome. Okay. Okay, so this is how essential oils directly impact our body. Through hormones. So the olfactory neurons are directly connected to the limbic system. Aromas are instantly reaching the pituitary. This gland is the orchestra conductor of most of our hormone functions, such as the thyroid, temperature, growth, pancreas, adrenal glands, male and female reproductive hormones. So it says even aromatherapy has a strong hormonal balancing benefit to our whole body. When we diffuse the oils, when we're breathing it in, it has a strong hormonal balancing benefit for our whole body. So I love diffusing a lot of the oils that we're going to talk about, but I love putting them on my body even more. Okay, let's see. Grace, did you want to do this one? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so what are hormones? I mean, we all did, not all of us, maybe biology or chemistry in school, and we learned about hormones. So they are found in all multicellular organisms. They're chemical substances. Their role is to provide an internal communication system between the cells located in the distant parts of the body. So hormones affect many physiological activities, including growth, metabolism, appetite, puberty, and fertility. Now we're always joking, with kids, or with like when kids are growing up, like Jessica was talking about her son, we're like, oh, their hormones are kicking,
Yeah.
things are happening in their bodies that are causing them to especially when they're growing up.
Yeah.
Things are changing or that kind of a thing. So of course, hormones are critical to maintaining vibrant health, regulating just about every function of the body. So they help to control blood pressure, they fight against eye degeneration, and they work to overcome or reduce various cancers. So hormones help with good brain functioning, maintaining optimal body function, and help to keep us young. Today, when I was reading over my little son's in quotes, his notes, his endocrine system notes, I was saying, wow, I'd forgotten some of these things that we had learned long ago about how the hormones function, and how you needed to balance your functioning, your whole, we talk about adrenaline, the adrenaline rush when we're frightened, and when things happen that cause us to have a reaction, when we
Yeah.
talk about the adrenal gland and the pituitary gland and that kind of a thing. So it's part of who we are.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't know how much the hormones actually affect of our body. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
just think, oh, my cycle, or my face is breaking out because of the hormones, or oh, I'm not feeling quite myself because my hormones are all crazy, or blah blah blah. But it affects so many parts of our body. I mean, it regulates our metabolism, our reproduction, our growth and sexual development, our internal balance of our body system, responses to stress and injury. I mean, I remember when I had Weston and he was in the NICU for so long, I struggled with nursing him because my body was so stressed, obviously, that I wasn't producing milk for him. And I mean, it's crazy how much hormones can affect your entire body. It's
Mm-hmm.
truly crazy. Um, Go ahead, Grace.
Oh, so we talk about the pancreas. I mean, the pancreas, sometimes we talk about the pancreas in terms of insulin and relating to the blood sugar level. But the pancreas, the remaining 5% of the tissue in the pancreas consists of endocrine cells called islets or islets of Langerhans. I've forgotten that from my biology. These clusters of cells look like grapes and they produce hormones that regulate blood sugar and regulate pancreatic secretions.
Yes.
So we have the hormones mentioned there, the glucagon, the insulin, somatostatin, and the pancreatic polypeptide. Some big words there.
Yes. So we
Mhm.
also have the hypothalamus. It regulates the anterior pituitary gland's release of hormones that stimulate other endocrine glands to release hormones. We're just getting real scientific today, okay? The hypothalamus controls the autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system is the portion of the nervous system responsible for maintaining homeostasis, which is balance of the body.
Mhm. Mhm.
Damage to the hypothalamus in severe imbalances, I think it severely imbalances
Imbalances, yeah.
internal environment. Yeah.
Mhm.
So um it's not good. Okay, so let's get into some of the oils that we use to help all of these things stay balanced. Go ahead, Grace.
Oh, so we talk about the pituitary gland, which is called the master gland, one of the main glands in the body that controls um, functions such as our temperature, thyroid function, growth, urine production, and testosterone in men and estrogen in women. You know, so the reproductive functions are controlled by the pituitary gland. And we're talking about persons going into and adolescence, I call it differently from Americans. We talk about the hormones, you know, and what happens with the hormones that makes their body change. So how can essential oils reach the pituitary gland? So definitely when you smell it, via smell, or when you use it in a diffuser, or when it's put on the roof of the mouth, or they put the oil on your thumb, press it up against the side of your mouth or under the tongue. You curl the tongue backwards and place a drop under it. You can use only one drop of oil and place it on the forehead. And you can also put it in the middle of your eyebrows, the crown of your head, the back of your head, and to the sides of the head and on the top of the ear. So we have some oils that are suggested there. Of course, frankincense, and there is cedar wood, and there is sandalwood, and I'm not sure I can see the other one.
I think it's
The second
vetiver.
one, yes. Yeah. So these oils, however wherever we place them, whatever we put them, they definitely impact us and impact the pituitary gland.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
So thyroid, I mean, thyroid balance and hormones. Spearmint supports your nerves and your glands. Myrtle can balance your thyroid hormones. Nutmeg supports your adrenal glands. German chamomile protects your liver. Geranium balances hormones. Sage strengthens your vital organs. And then we also have Endoflex, and I love to use Endoflex. I think it smells really good. And I will just put, I'm almost out of it, but I'll just put a drop in my hand and then I'll rub it on that area of my neck. And you can apply it over your lower back, on your thyroid, your kidneys, your liver, and your glands. And we also have, Young Living has some amazing supplements, and we have Thyromin, which helps balance or it supports your thyroid. And I love taking Thyromin also. I haven't been tested, or I've been tested and they haven't said that I need thyroid support, but I personally feel like I need it. Um, so yeah. Okay, Sclerescence. Go ahead, Grace.
I love
It
Sclerescence.
smells so good, right?
Yeah. I I use Sclerescence in my lotion and that kind of a thing. And
Yes.
even when I'm having a shower, I use that too. So
Mm.
Sclerescence contains a balanced blend of essential oils that supports women's health, including 4 therapeutic grade essential oils. It combines the powerful properties of clary sage, peppermint, sage, and fennel. You can take it the vitality one, by itself or with estro as needed for your support as a woman. You can add 1 or 2 drops of Sclerescence Vitality to a glass of water, or you can also put it in a veggie capsule for ingestion. And of course, you can add it to a warm cup of tea and also use it along with one of the or massage oils such as Dragon Thyme to get it into your system. Now,
That's
clary sage, I love clary sage. I always think that when I look at the words clary sage, I think clear wisdom, sage wisdom.
oh wow, yeah.
Yes. So traditionally, it's used for its calming influence and anxiety. It has physical benefits for menstrual issues and childbirth, and it also is an aphrodisiac oil, ladies and gentlemen, those who want to feel in that nice romantic state. And it has earthy qualities and a musky sweetness. So it helps to calm tension and revive you when you're fatigued, and also just has a generally if a relaxing effect, and also helps us to be uplifted emotionally and settles our mind, steadies our mind, and helps us to think clearly. So it helps us with managing moods, and of course hormones definitely affect our mood, sorry. So it has Dragon Time, fulfill your destiny into the future, and ladies, come out one sense and transformation. Okay, Jessica.
Okay. I need to use Clary Sage more, obviously. I forgot that it had so many benefits. Dragon Time. So I haven't gotten this one either, and I have got to get this one. But Dragon Time is a proprietary blend of fennel, clary sage, marjoram, lavender, blue yarrow, and jasmine essential oils. And I do have jasmine, and I am obsessed with jasmine right now. It smells so good. So good. It smells like I'm in a flower garden. Like it smells so good. Its sweet and herbaceous aroma can help promote feelings of stability and calm during cycles of moodiness. Um, You can diffuse it, inhale it.
Jessica,
Yeah.
Jessica, I
Can you
think you
hear
need
me?
to plug in your Mac. It's breaking up because it says it's gonna soon die. So you just need to, sorry to
Yes.
disrupt. You need to plug it in. Yes, it's gonna die. So okay.
How did you see that?
The note came up on the screen that says your power is about to go out.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sharing my screen.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm good to go. Thomas got my charger for me. Okay. Thanks for looking up for me. Okay, so you can apply Dragon Time, and I know like all my ladies, all my oldie ladies are like, yes, Dragon Time, you got to get it. Dragon Time Young Living also has a lotion, like no, it's not a lotion. It's like an oil, a massage oil of Dragon Time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I know like I've got to get it. I got to get it. I needed to get it. But it's supposed to be so good. So endometriosis and PCOS support. So I have PCOS. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome. And these are some oils that will help support those things. Progescence Plus, Dragon Time Essential Oil Blend, Clary Sage Essential Oil, and Ningxia Red. I drink Ningxia Red every single day. I love Ningxia Red. And let's see. So Grace is going to talk about the next one, but this little baby right here, all you ladies out there in the world, you need to get this oil. It is incredible. Go ahead, Grace.
Okay, so we have nutrition for nutritional support. We have Femigen capsules. It was formulated with herbs and amino acids designed to balance and support the female reproductive system from youth through menopause. So Femigen combines whole food herbs like wild yam, Damanian, and Donquai, I don't know how you pronounce that, along with synergistic amino acids and select essential oils to supply nutrition that is supportive of the special needs of the female system. You know that women go through all kinds of different issues during our entire reproductive cycle or during the entire reproductive process of our lives. And we have different needs at different stages. But Femigen covers all of that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you want to talk about Progescence Plus? Have you tried that?
Yes, I love Progescence Plus. So it's designed for women. You can use 1 to 4 drops in the morning and or at night. This supports your hormonal balance. It regulates your mood. It moisturizes and smooths skin. So when I am about to start my cycle, I will start using this, and I will put a few drops on my arm, just like that, or I will put it on my stomach, or you can put it on your inner thighs, and it smells really good. It has copaiba, it has sacred frankincense, cedarwood, bergamot. Bergamot's one of my favorite oils. It has clove, peppermint. It is really good. And it really helps. Number one, I think it's helped my cycle to be more regular. It also has helped me personally with my mood swings. Like whenever I'm on my cycle, my mood gets really crazy. And I haven't felt like I haven't noticed when I'm gonna start my cycle. I feel like, you know how, I don't know if you know this, but like sometimes when women have their cycles, or before, I always knew it was coming. I was like super emotional, and just really, really moody, and I would have really bad cramps, and I would have all these physical symptoms that it was coming. And I don't really have that anymore. And so a lot of times I don't even know when it's coming, and it just comes. And then, I just kind of like ride the wave. Like, it just makes it so much more manageable and tolerable. And I don't feel like a crazy person. I feel like my normal self. And so I love Progescence Plus. And I know a lot of other women on here have similar testimonies with Progescence Plus. I think it's also really good for us women who are trying to maybe conceive a baby. It is so supportive in so many ways. I already showed this slide. So there's also some oils that are out there to help men in their hormones. I mean, all men need hormone support also. There's the Shutran oil. You can wear it as a cologne to boost testosterone and confidence. There's Idaho Blue Spruce, which Dr. Dan Purser shared that 8 drops in a veggie capsule every day showed a 30% increase in testosterone in just 2 weeks, which is pretty cool. Goldenrod improves circulation and supports the urinary tract. And then Mr. Oil is designed to balance male hormones and support prostate health. So, Grace, do you want to talk about the major Mac Daddy best of the best starter kit?
Well, definitely. The best way to get started with Young Living is definitely the premium starter kit, because it has some amazing oils. I think it's 12 amazing oils. And along with that, I'm including, oils for different things. Oils for the skin, lavender and frankincense, oils for digestion, peppermint and lemon and digest, oils for the emotions, as valor, peace and calming and stress away, and just different ones that are for different functions in the body. Of course, there's C's Vitality, Lemon Vitality, Citrus Fresh, and of course there's Ningxia Red, and definitely we have that wonderful, beautiful diffuser that comes in that kit, and the sample of thieves, and also the Thieves hand sanitizer. For just $165, the value of it is way more than that. So we always recommend to persons, that's just a very a great way to get started with Young Living. When you start with a starter kit, you're gonna get hooked. I promise you.
Absolutely. And so I added this picture in here where it talks about some oily swaps. These are some things. Yeah, you just ditch and switch them. And these are some things that we don't buy from the grocery store anymore. And when you become a member, an easy way to ditch and switch all of those products that are harmful that we talked about in the beginning, that are hormone disruptors and blah, 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 all those things. You can do it monthly with loyalty rewards, and it's a minimum of $50 a month. And it's completely optional, but it's like the best way to get all of these products in your hands and to get rid of the yucky ones. That is how we've done it. I've switched and ditched since May, and I buy all the stuff that I would buy from the grocery store. I buy it from Young Living, and I save so much money. I haven't bought laundry soap, you guys, since June of 2020. Do I need to say that again? I think I need to say it again. I have not bought laundry soap since June. That is crazy. Okay. I'm saving money. So there's, I love our loyalty rewards. You get so many benefits from it. You get to, You get a percentage back. It's like the Target Red Card on steroids. It is the best thing in the planet. Go ahead, Grace. You can also do.
Well, yeah, you can also do the basic starter kit. It's just you just won't have as much as you have for the in the premium starter kit, because there's Stress Away, which is a good oil to start with, and there's the Aroma Glide Roller, the fitment for that, and there's the hand sanitizer, these hand sanitizer, and 2 packets of Ninja Red and some educational resources. So some persons might decide that they can't, their budget can't manage $165. So the premium, the basic starter kit is always an option to just get their feet into the door and to get started with enjoying these oils.
Yeah, it's a great option. And then any of the oils that we talked about tonight, like the Progestins Plus and Sclerescence or the male hormone oils, you can add those to the basic kit. And when your order is 100 PV points, which is product value points, or greater, then you get free shipping. So you save money on the shipping, which is awesome. It is so cool. I mean, that's such a great option. I mean, Stress Away alone, I think Stress Away, I think it's close to $30. It retails close to $30. I can't remember exactly. But I mean, the basic kit, and the best thing about both of these kits is that it comes with your Young Living membership, wholesale membership. So you become a member with Young Living. You get to be a part of this amazing tribe and community of men and women and families. And you get to save 24% off of retail automatically. And there's so many amazing benefits that go along with that. You can also share. You have the opportunity to share all about the oils that help you and have changed your life and your family's life. And Young Living has an amazing compensation plan. And most of us on the call tonight have taken that compensation plan, and we have ran with it, and we love to be a part of it. And Young Living really loves its members. So I hope all of you have enjoyed the class tonight. That is the end of our presentation, and I just really appreciate all of you being here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and let's see.